Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Courtney. I just filmed this very glowy, bronzy, summery makeup look, and if you want to see how I achieved this look, then just keep on watching. So the first thing that I always do, and I think it's one of the most important steps to getting a very glowy looking base, is moisturizing. I like to use the Roche Posay Triple Repair Moisturizing Cream. So I'm just gonna take like one pump of this, and this stuff is like really thick. So one pump is gonna make my skin like... And already my skin's a little red because it's really sensitive whenever I touch it, but already it's like looking so much glowier, and like I actually have life to my skin. Okay, and next I always used to go in with the Tan Luxe bronzing drops, and I use those during the day if I'm just like running out, but I find when I use bronzing drops under my makeup, it kind of separates it, so I kind of stopped doing that. So I still like to achieve that bronzy base before you put the foundation on, so I go in with the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Sun-Kissed Glow Bronzer, and it's kind of like a cream bronzer, but there's like no sparklies in it, so it kind of just looks much more natural. And I just like to pat this all over. Okay, so already I'm looking so much bronzier, and I always wear sunscreen, so my face is always paler than my body, and sometimes I don't have the correct foundation shade, so I like to just do that, and it kind of evens everything out. Right now I look a little crazy, but we're gonna fix that. I just got this foundation, and over the past few weeks it has become my go-to foundation. It even says it in the name. This is the Saie Beauty Glowy Super Skin Foundation, and it really just makes your skin glow and look like you literally have like Vaseline all over your face, but in a good way. So I am in the shade 13. This is what it looks like, and I usually just do like one pump I start off with. It's very liquidy. I just take a beauty blender, and I just take the excess off my hand and blend this out. Okay, so this is what it looks like after I put it on. I mean, it looks like I just did my whole skincare routine. And sometimes I even just leave the house with just this on because I feel like it hides the redness, but it still gives you a glow like you just did your skincare. Right now, I'm in between two different concealers. I have two favorites. A while ago, I always used the NARS Creamy Concealer, and then recently I have fallen in love with the Kosas concealer, and I just got another NARS concealer, and I like go in between these two, so it really just depends on what kind of look I'm going for. If I'm going for more of a full coverage look, I'll definitely use the NARS because I feel like it's a little bit thicker and it gives a little more coverage, but since we're going to be doing a glowy everyday look, I'm just going to use the Kosas, and this is in the shade 1.5C, and I just like to put this right under my eye, and then I like to put it in the corner because my eyes always get red right there, and then I put it just like a little dot next to my nose and one dot on my forehead and on my chin. I'm gonna let that sit and kind of dry for a second, and I'm gonna go in with my contour. Well, I feel like everybody knows about this contour, but this is the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood contour wand, and this is in the shade Fair Medium. And for this, I just put 2 dots on each of my cheekbones, and then I put a dot on my nose on the side to contour my nose, and I do like 2 dots on my forehead, and then just like a little line right here. I got so many questions about this Eco Tools brush on TikTok. It's just their double-sided brush. It's linked on my Amazon, but it's seriously the best brush that I have found to blend out contour, because this is perfect for like nose contour, and then this is like, I don't know, I just feel like it's the perfect size for contour to keep it like nice and controlled. I've done this so many times where I only contour right here and I forget to get like behind my ear, and then my sister of all people called me out one time and was like, behind your ear is so pale and it looks like you have a beard, and I was like scarred from that. So ever since then I make sure I blend out my my jaw contour extra well. I just realized that I forgot to do this eye. Okay, that's better. Okay, now we are going to blend out the concealer. I like to blend out my concealer after my bronzer because I feel like it really just cleans up any mistakes that I made with my bronzer if I blended it too low. Or I just feel like concealer kind of cleans up your face in general and it makes you look just flawless. Okay, now we're looking so much brighter. We need to set before the concealer creases. I cannot say enough good things about this setting powder. This is the Hourglass Veil translucent powder, and I feel like I don't really see anybody talking about this powder, but it's kind of like more of a yellowy, I just feel like it literally blurs out my skin and makes it look like I have a filter on my face. So I'm just going to use a little powder puff and just go in to the tip of it. And I start with under my eyes and I just put a bunch on, and I kind of bring it up on my nose to give that nose contour. And I let that sit for a second. And I basically just set everywhere I put concealer just to brighten, and I don't want those places to look shiny or greasy, so like right by my nose, my laugh lines, basically my whole face. Now we look very crazy. I'm gonna let this sit for a few minutes and I'll be back. Okay, so I just let it sit. Instead of wiping away my powder, I just like to go back in with the powder puff and dab it in, because I feel like when I wipe it away, it kind of wipes away some of my makeup, and doing this really makes my makeup stay all night long. I could clean up the bronzer. And this is what the skin is looking like. I'm feeling a little bit like washed out almost from the powder, so I'm just gonna go back in with the little bronzing thing and kind of just dab that basically everywhere again, just to add more color back into my face. With this though, a little bit goes a long way, so you don't really need much. And I feel like this just gives you the most beautiful bronze. Now, time for my favorite step in my makeup routine, which is blush. I, again, like to go in with the Charlotte Tilbury Beauty Light Wand, and this is in the shade Pinkgasm. I literally love this thing so much. I like to do this after my powder because I feel like it really brings the glow back to my skin, and when I put powder over blush, I feel like it kind of just erases all the blush that I already put on my face. So I like to do it after. I just like to do 2 little dots. Oh, and on my nose too. I like to blend out my blush with my fingers just because I feel like it leaves the most product, and whenever I use a brush, I feel like it kind of just wipes away most of the product. If you watch my TikToks, you know that I love blush on my nose. I just feel like it looks so cute. Now that that's done, I'm gonna be doing my eyebrows, which I always forget to do first because whenever I do it after, I just feel like my foundation gets in my eyebrows, but I always forget, so we're just gonna do them now. I go in with the Refi Brow Sculpt, and I don't fill them in or anything just because my hair is so light and my eyebrows are so dark, so when I do fill them in, it just looks even darker. So my brows are completely opposite shapes, so they never look the same. That's okay. I just try to make them look the same. And my brows never stay when I try and do like the laminated brow look, so I just kind of leave them to their natural shape. I just like to like clean them up a little bit. Now that the base is basically done, I'm just going to set it. I'm going to set it with the Euphoria Pre-Game Skin Moisturizing Setting Spray, and this really gives the glowy back into your skin. And let that dry for a second. The last step for the base is highlighter. This is my go-to all-time favorite highlighter. This is the Iconic London Illuminator drops, and I have the mini one. I got this for my birthday, I think, is like one of the gifts, but I definitely want to buy the full size. I mean, I don't even need to for probably so long because you only need a little drop of this and it goes such a long way. I'm just gonna put a little drop on my cheekbone and on my nose, just like the tiniest amount because you could definitely go overboard with this. And I'm just gonna blend it out with my finger. I mean, look at that. It makes you look like you have like glass skin. I always put too much on my nose, and then my nose is like Rudolph. It's like so shiny. I'm loving the base, so let's get into the eyes. I'm just gonna take like a little fluffy brush. This is a Morphe, I don't know, how do you tell the number? I don't know, but this is like my favorite brush for eyeshadow. I like to go back in with the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Sun-Kissed Glow Bronzer, and I just take a little bit of it, but I just put this in my crease and kind of blend it into my nose and out into my other bronzer, just to kind of make it all look connected. This part is optional. I don't do this like every day. I'm gonna do like a little baby wing since it is nighttime for me, but I'm just gonna use this NYX retractable eyeliner in black. I'm just gonna wing it out just like the smallest amount. And then I just like to take a angled brush and make it look nice and sharp. Okay, now for my eyelashes. This is my favorite part in my makeup routine. I'm just gonna use my eyelash curler, and I don't know how to pronounce this eyelash curler. I really don't know. I don't even want to try, but Everything that I use is linked in my Amazon, and I will link it below in the description if you want to check it out. But I love this eyelash curler. I love the shape of it. I feel like it fits my eye perfectly. For mascara, I have a few favorites. I always like trying out different mascaras because I feel like they're all so different. But my recent favorite is the Tartelette Tarte Mascara, and I love this one. I got this on sale for like 10 bucks, and I was like, why not try out a new mascara? And it ended up being one of my favorites. I always go in with this one first, and then depending on my mood, I'll either go in with the L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara or the Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara. So the eyelashes are done, but I did want to mention that for my bottom eyelashes, I will just put the mascara on the root, and then I'll just brush it out with like a little spoolie, and I feel like it just makes them look so natural because I don't like heavy mascara on my bottom eyelashes, but I do like to put some on just to even it out. So now for lips, this is probably my most asked makeup question. I have so many different lip liners, if we're gonna be honest, and I really kind of just pick a random one depending on my mood or the day. I'll just pick whatever. But I do have a favorite for the daytime. My favorite lip liner is the NYX lip liner in the shade Mauve. It's linked to my Amazon, but it seems to be always sold out. It's just like such a good neutral looking color. I think I lost my lip liner, or it's in one of my bags or something, so I can't use that right now. This one is kind of like it. It's just a little more pink. This is the LA Girl lip liner in the shade Blushing, and I really like this one too. So this is what Blushing looks like, and I think it's so pretty, and I feel like it's light and bright for summer and just like a glowy look. If you watch my TikToks, you would know that the Physicians Formula Lip Plumper is my all-time favorite lip gloss. It's a lip plumper and the perfect gloss all in one. I love it because it doesn't feel like your lips are burning off like normal lip plumpers do, but this one gives you like a little tingle at first and makes your lips really plump, but it also gives such a pretty gloss. Okay guys, I think that concludes my everyday glowy bronzy makeup look. I hope you enjoyed. This is my first video and I'm definitely not used to this yet, so bear with me and give me any video recommendations that you want to see or any tips. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate the support, and I hope you come back and subscribe. I can't wait to keep making YouTube videos, so thank you so much and I love you. Bye.